Hello, guys. Good morning. How you all doing? Today, I just want to take you through an overview of Microsoft 365 groups, basically where where we can get it and the function and integration within the ecosystem of Microsoft 365. Okay, so just a brief presentation, and then we'll do a short demo. This is just targeted towards you being able to understand Microsoft 365 group. Okay. Now, from the very start, when you make a purchase of a license or a subscription, you can check my other videos where I talked about the different types of subscriptions. So we have the enterprise subscription that comes with different variants. And in these variants, we have the E1, E3, E5. We have the educational subscription, which comes with different variants. We have the A1, A3, A5 series. We have the business subscription, which has the business basic, the business standard, and the business premium. Each of them, all right, connects you to the entire collaborative features of Microsoft 365. It's easy for collaboration, it aids collaboration, it aids teamwork seamlessly. All right. Now, so let's take a look at what this basically does for us. So we're going to be seeing how they work. By they, we're simply referring to Microsoft 365 groups. We have different types of groups. All right. We have distribution list group, which can be used in both Exchange and in various other places, even in SharePoint. Uh, we have dynamic distribution list. All right. We have mail enabled security group and so on. We have SharePoint group. All right, we have these different types of groups that integrate perfectly to Microsoft 365. What's the essence of group? The essence of group, in a short, easy way to understand, is a means or a medium of access control. That is to say, we need a way we can control how people access resources and devices. Then we can use groups. Okay, so that's exactly what the Microsoft 365 group would also do for us. In that, it would allow us to one, have more control because we're going to now put our users in that group and then give them access to resources. So it is the duty of administrators in your respective organizations to properly outline and design this model of how you want your control to your resources and devices to be, especially in the times we're in, where the globally now there has been a deployment of work from home, remote work, and so on, and increasing that particular space. So you want to be more secure as to how you allow your users access resources without causing any security risk. So we use groups to perform that kind of operation. All right. I'll do another video showing you how these different groups behave, all right, in key technologies, especially SharePoint, Exchange, and Teams. All right. So, what I'm just focusing on Microsoft 365 group for this particular video. So we're going to see how they work, how to configure Microsoft 365 group, integration to Microsoft Teams, and also SharePoint. I didn't put SharePoint here, but we'll see that. And then just a quick summary, okay? So let's understand how basically it works. So I'm going to take an illustration from a master key concept as a use case. All right, you all know a master key, right? So a master key can be used to access any particular place within a space. So if I have a master key to my house, I can access my living room, I can access the kitchen, I can access every room within the premises. If I have a master key to an industrial warehouse, I can access virtually anywhere as well. So you get the idea, right, of a master key. Now let us see this model here. What this model shows us is typical explanation of how a grandmaster key works. That is to say, we have the key which opens everywhere. It's just like the key to a car, right? It could open both the trunk, the doors, and any other place. So it acts like a master key, and then we can decide to have sub master keys. So in a case where we are in a warehouse scenario, we can decide to have a sub master key. All right, and then we can break it further down to different units, right? So that is how exactly we can model our environment where we can use Microsoft 365 Group to categorize different parts of our businesses and then give access to certain people based on their hierarchy. For example, we have the entire organization. In the entire organization, we have different departments, right? So you have HR, you have IT, you have finance, you have operations, you have security, and so on. You get the idea. So we can decide to create Microsoft 365 group for each particular exactly department. Now, when we create those, we can decide to put people per their job description. For example, I will put someone who is in finance, Microsoft 365 group. I will put somebody in HR who is an HR staff in where exactly the HR Microsoft 365 group. Please remember that we can use any group, all right, for the same illustration, but there is more uniqueness to Microsoft 365 group. We'll come to that shortly. So let's see how to configure the Microsoft 365 group. All right, the types of groups. So we're going to just do an overview of the types of groups, and we can now see who can create these groups, okay? And then we'll see a live demo. So now the types of groups which I mentioned earlier, as you can see, are the distribution list, dynamic distribution group, security groups, mail enabled security group, Microsoft 365 group, which we're focusing on, dynamic group, and SharePoint group. Okay. Now let's see the different characteristics of both. Now, both of most of them have group emails, all right, which means they have shared mailboxes. The reason for the shared mailbox is that we can contact the group and then everybody within that particular group will receive that notification or that message. So we also can see the ones that have permissions, collaboration, and dynamic management. So for Microsoft 365 Group, it pretty much has a group email as well. All right. I did not indicate it here, but it has. All right. So it has a group email. At the point when you're creating it, it comes with a group email. That group email is what enables the collaboration across the entire ecosystem. Okay. All right. So who can create groups? Admins can create groups. All right. And regular users can also create a Microsoft 365 group indirectly. Remember the word indirectly. Why? Anytime a user has been assigned a license on Microsoft 365 tenant, what happens is that the user, who may not necessarily be an administrator on that tenant, would have certain privileges. Now, it all depends on the architecture of what the admins have done. If they have enabled custom script on the tenant, then it will give all users access to creating personal sites. It would also give them access to creating groups. Please take note of that. I did a video. I'll put it on the notification. I want you to go and watch it. It's on custom script, and I explained in detail the danger of turning it on and the advantage of also having it on. So by default, what is the behavior with custom scripts? The custom script just gives access to master pages. Take note, master pages. What it means is that users can access personal pages, they can run scripts, and they can create teams. All right. Now, when you create teams, it has some issues it causes administrators. I'll talk about that later on. But let's just see it from the point of view of a regular user. What is the behavior? Their behavior simply is they can create a Microsoft 365 group indirectly whenever they go to their teams and create a new team for collaboration. Simple. Do you get it? Exactly. If you're an admin on your tenant or you have an administrator role, automatically you can also create a group. Do you get it? Good. So we can also see here that aside from Teams, they can also create from Outlook. Yes. So if a user logs into office.com and navigates to Outlook, they can create a group by default. If a user logs into office.com and they go to SharePoint application and create a SharePoint site, a SharePoint team site precisely, they automatically create a Microsoft 365 group. Huh. So let's see basically the demonstration of where we can access this. All right, so this is just an image showing you access to Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So you navigate to Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and then you go to Active Teams and Groups, and then you go to uh, you can now hover on Microsoft 365. So let me bring up my environment here. So here you're seeing I'm logged into as my global admin, Microsoft 365 Admin Center. I am on Active Teams and Groups. Teams and Groups, you can see distribution list, and then you can see security groups. Yes, somebody may be asking, Obi, um, what if we're using an on-premise environment? How do we interact with a Microsoft 365 group? Okay, now you can create other groups, all right, but not a Microsoft 365 group on on-premises. Okay, a Microsoft 365 group solely comes on the cloud side of things, all right, of your subscription. It doesn't come in your on premises. But you also do have access to creating groups from your on premises. So it's possible that you're already using certain groups to manage control on your on premises and you've synchronized it using AD Connect to your M365. So if you now wanted to interact with Microsoft 365 Group, there is a different approach. I will do that or show you that example in a different video. So if I come to Active Teams and Groups here, I go to Teams and Microsoft 365 Group, I can immediately click on Add a Team. Are you seeing, guys? And then I can proceed to creating it. Okay. All right. So let me bring up my slide back. Mhm. So that is it. So group creation, basically, this is just showing you exactly how to create it. So I would like you to demonstrate that, put it in the comment for me, show me showing how you have created yours, or give a thumbs up that you have done yours. All right, I really appreciate that. Okay, so integration with Microsoft Teams. So basically, let's understand that for Teams integration, all right, we can create a team, and in the Teams ecosystem, we have access to what charts, channels, document library, calendar, and also can collaborate seamlessly. What this does, or how this happens, is because of the existence of Microsoft 365 Group, basically. All right. So, in summary, all right, whilst I drive this to a close, we understand that the presence of these groups is responsible for the success of Microsoft 365, meaning that the uniqueness of Microsoft 365 cloud solution is because of this group. All right, I can access things from my OneDrive, I can access things from my planner, I can access things from my Outlook all in one place. And that's because the group could integrate perfectly with all the application that comes with the subscription that I have. And what are those subscriptions? For example, if I decide to purchase a business subscription, an enterprise subscription, or an educational subscription that are Microsoft 365 based, it automatically gives me access to a Microsoft 365 group. Okay, so also this has made collaboration across organizations become even better, faster, and secure. All right, so this will just be a part one. I'm going to do a part two where I'm going to break down in based on the administrative part of managing a Microsoft 365 group, guys. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful. All right, please do leave a like. All right, click on the bell notification so that you can see new videos when I post it. Thank you so much for all the people who have subscribed as we uh, continue our road to 100 subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who have been supportive. You have been seeing your comments. All right. I'm going to be doing a live session, all right, very soon. And in the live session, I want to just take you through how to set up an on-premise environment, basically. Okay. And in a couple of weeks, all right, I'm going to bring in a lot of my friends on board where I would make them, show you certain things, all right, based on their disciplines. All right, it's be very interesting, trust me. All right, so guys, thank you so much and have a beautiful day. Peace.